Hi, it's Duquesa from the Evolving Woman TV. On this show, I share tips, tools, and resources to help women transform their lives. I empower women to feel confident in their authentic selves so that they can embrace an invigorating life with purpose and ease. I'd love to read your comments, so be sure to drop how you feel about these bold, courageous, delicious, and juicy conversations in the comment field below. Today, we're talking about what happens when you date yourself for a year. You see, the romantic love we desire, it's out there, but we have to attract it. And in order to attract it, we have to first love and accept ourselves. The pain of heartbreak is real. Having your heart broken, it is a physical pain. We cry, become depressed, don't want to eat, and then we cry some more. The desire to be loved is a deep-rooted one for some of us. For some of us, another person romantically loving us is a signal that we are enough and that we are worthy. This need for external validation has kept us in relationships we know we shouldn't be in. It has caused us to accept behaviors from our partners that we know are wrong. Our fear of losing the person who is our stand-in as proof that we are worthy drives us to do all sorts of crazy things. My heart has been broken far too many times. I have to accept responsibility for that, though, because I gave my heart to people who really didn't deserve it, all for love that destroyed my sense of worth and my self-esteem. These love relationships proved a deep-seated belief I already had, that who I was not good enough, nor deserving of a love that cherished and valued me. During that year, I discovered and solidified my core values. I established proper boundaries and created a list of red flag situations I would run from, and those were non-negotiable. I realized, though, that I needed to heal my heart, but more importantly, I needed to learn how to protect my heart by putting me first and being okay waiting for the love that honored, cherished, and protected me. After all of those broken relationships and all of that betrayal committed by the man I once loved, I never thought the love I desired was real. After all, love was for people who believed in fairy tales, right? As little girls, we are nurtured by books and movies that tell stories about women who either find their knights in shining armor or are maidens in distress, waiting to be rescued by a prince. These fantasies help us to believe in the magic of love. But as an adult, this seems all too good to be true. And for many of us, love isn't magic. It's painful. Whether we relate more to the magical love or a painful love, God might be saying something different. What is love? Love is taking the risk to intentionally learn about someone while also exposing your own vulnerabilities, desires, and dreams. Love is compromising what you want for someone else's benefit. Love is forgiving their faults and not growing to resent them because of their shortcomings. Love is tolerating occasional bad moods, differences of opinions, and selfishness. The truth is, love is a lot of work. In retrospect, I must admit that most of my love relationships were just not the greatest partnerships. Most of them were painful. Yet, like the books and movies that influenced my young mind growing up, I continued my quest to seek someone to complete me. And don't so many of us do this very thing? Sometimes in relationships, we spend so much energy investing in and ensuring that our partners are comfortable, happy, and secure. Oftentimes, we do this to our own detriment. Now, of course, we understand that God loves us and that His love is fully satisfying. However, it is our nature and God's design to seek out human love and human companionship. But because we love like humans and not like God, imperfectly, we get it wrong sometimes. Once, after a particularly bad breakup that left me deeply hurt, I knew it was time to find my way back to me and to God, especially since I felt so lost and alone. Finding my way back to me, however, wasn't an easy process. Self-discovery takes work, but it helps us to know who we are at our core as children of God, what we enjoy, and what we want in life. How can we discover ourselves in the way that God created us to be? Well, I have two great tips for you. One, practice love and acceptance. That means that you should spend time discovering activities that you enjoy, that bring you joy, with friends or alone. Companionship doesn't always have to be a love relationship. Take yourself out to lunch or for dinner. You're worth it, girl. Stop sitting there waiting for some dude to ask you out. Ask yourself out and go on that date. Be kind and nurturing to yourself and discover your strengths and passions and talents. They are hidden deep inside of you. The second tip I have for you is to establish and maintain your boundaries. What is non-negotiable for you in a relationship? Do you know? Realistically, sit down and identify the qualities that you desire in a partner. But I want to pause here for a second and encourage you to be realistic as you write that list. There is no perfect partner. And once you've done that and you begin the process of dating, clearly communicate the boundaries that you've established for your life and for yourself for better understanding between you and whoever it is that you're dating. Openly and honestly address situations when boundaries are crossed. But more than anything, I encourage you to identify red flags when they show up and run when you realize that that is a pattern that you've taken before that caused you heartbreak. Finding your way back to you will be a journey of self-discovery, a journey of self-love, and it will be a journey of learning self-value. If you take the time to enjoy your current season and stop focusing so much on finding love urgently, then you will be able to enjoy the here and the now. The truth is, no matter our season, we can all experience joy in life. It is the intentionality in enjoying everything about life, our families, our friends, our careers, and our passions, the joy of living. The one thing we can all take away from this video today, is that learning to love oneself is the first step toward finding true companionship and love. Self-discovery, self-love, and self-value all help us to enjoy our lives and ultimately our relationships. And when that love relationship shows up, it will be in God's perfect timing. Accept your unique self. This will help you relieve your judgment of yourself, and it will allow you to really love the person that you see in the mirror. What do you need to accept and love about you to give your life more meaning? Now, I know this was a long conversation today, and we really went deep into what it is to date yourself and how to really find a partner for your life. As we had this conversation, how did you feel? And were there any moments during the conversation where you asked yourself some questions, or you identified some things that you'd like to change, or you patted yourself on the back for something that you've done well in the love realm? If so, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it and to support you. Let's begin to create the dialogue around love. And so I look forward to receiving your comments.